It's the last Harry Potter, the final one. At this stage, once you've done the premiere, that's it.
Yes.
What is your overriding emotion right now?
It's hard to say. I mean, I suppose ultimately it's just pride, because I'm so thrilled with the film. Like, I mean, I think of it as being kind of light years ahead of any of the other films in the series, and I find it amazing that we shot part 1 and part 2 at the same time, because I think it's like we're different actors. It's such a different film from part 1. I mean, part 1 was great, but this, in terms of quality, this is the best film we've ever made. So I suppose I'm just thrilled that we're going out on this kind of positive note.
And what are you going to miss most? I mean, now it's over, and once you finish the final film and all the press associated with that, what are you going to miss from being part of the biggest movie franchise of all time?
I mean, I suppose the thing I'll miss most is you know, the crew, really. I mean, and the cast as well, but you know, the crew and features some of my best friends in the world, and we work together as that unit, and I'm sure all of us, cast and crew, will continue to work together throughout our careers, but we won't ever be together as that unit that we were then. So I'll miss that a lot. I'll also miss getting to do some of the stuff that I get to do as Harry. You know, I mean, I mean, I'm not naturally, I don't really have the natural frame and stature of an action hero, so it's kind of a gift for a young actor to be able to do all that stuff. You know, I got to do a 40-foot free fall down a roof when I was like 15, and do all the underwater stuff, and like bursting out of the water surrounded by a ring of fire. I will never get to do that again in my career, you know. So yeah, I'll miss some of the opportunities playing Harry affords you.
And you've grown up both as an actor and physically on screen. When you look back and watch yourself, especially in the first couple of movies, as little you, what do you think?
It's very strange when we did a screening of the film over here, and I invited a lot of people from the show to come and see it, and it was kind of merciless, the fact that when all these images of me as a little kid came up, that from 60 of my, you know, quite good friends. So it's very, very strange, and it kind of is sad, because I'm not that little innocent, lovely little thing anymore. But you know, it's sort of just nostalgic and weird. But I'm very, as I said, proud to have grown up, and also, like, when I look at those first films and I see I just look and go, God, we had no idea what we were doing. Like, we didn't, I mean, and to a certain extent, I mean, all of us didn't. I mean, it was new ground. I mean, if you look at the visual effects, but just the jump between 1 and 2 in the quality of the visual effects is huge, and we were kind of all finding our feet, both cast and you know, the director, Chris Columbus, was saddled with the biggest film franchise in the world, and he had to start it all off, and it wasn't an easy job, but he did a fantastic job on it. And yeah, so I mean, it's just very peculiar when you see photos of yourself and footage of yourself from that age, but I'm sure I'll be learning to live with it for a long time. I'm sure I'll see those images.
It's great that you're proud of the final film, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Great, isn't it? I was just so happy with it. I was almost, when the moments when Hogwarts starts coming to life, even I was like, I who was there, and you know, I saw those shots, because those shots are the least interesting to film when you're just filming empty plates, and then suddenly you put those suits of armor, those knights of stone kind of crashing to the ground and coming alive. I was just like, yes! I was so excited by it.
Was it an emotional experience watching it?
Yeah, it was, more than any other, and not just because it's the last film in the series, but also because it is. The performance that I found the most moving was Alan Rickman. I just think, and I've said this in interviews a lot recently, and I'll keep saying it, because I do think it's the film performance of his career. Like, I don't think I think he should get nominations for Best Supporting Actor, because I just think no one's. It's so touching and heart-wrenching and beautiful what he does. It's yeah. I mean, I'm really thrilled to share the screen with him.
And in terms of your co-stars, for me, one of the powerful scenes is when it's yourself and Ron and Hermione, and you're standing on a bridge and the camera pulls out. And are you going to miss your co-stars and being part of that Potter holy trinity?
Yes, absolutely, very, very much. I mean, you know, myself and Rupert and Emma have spent 10 years of our lives with each other, and you know, it's been an amazing privilege to watch them both grow up and change, and you know, and develop so much as actors. I mean, we all have, but and not just Rupert and Emma, but also, you know, people like Tom Felton and Matthew Lewis, who comes into his own in this film, and shows us all what he's always been capable of. You know, I mean, we've all grown up so much, and we all just learnt by doing and by being around each other. So we fed off each other all the time in terms of our enthusiasm and our, you know, shared knowledge of as we were learning, as we were going along. So yeah, I mean, it's been an incredibly special, and I do think the bond between me and Rupert and Emma is pretty unbreakable, because I don't think, you know, anyone knows what it's like to go through this craziness. So it's, yeah, I mean, I will miss them both very, very much, but hopefully, you know, we'll find other projects to work together on.